Welcome everybody to today's stream, and today the question is Bitcoin next stop under 21k, yes or no? You will find it out in today's episode. I'm the NakedTrader, and today we're gonna chart Ethereum, Auto versus USDT, ADIDAS, Ethereum versus Bitcoin, ADOBE, MATIC, USDT, and of course Bitcoin. And let's start with Ethereum today. I'll start on a higher time frame weekly chart, and I will make last week's chart invisible for now. What do we see on the weekly? So we had a red week. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we have a low and high gain of this area still, and now we're trying to find support somewhere. Okay, I will change to the daily. Yeah. Okay, we lost the previous range, that this, and now trying to find support somewhere. I will make last week's chart visible. So that was last week's plan. We had compression, and after compression was extension, and we went downwards. Now trying to find support, and now the question is, where will we find support? Okay. So this scenario is still in play, and I will add some. Let me go back to the weekly. So there are a few options. Basically, they are all entry points around 1410, and try to come back in this range. This one is also valid, around 1350, and either the lower one is also fine, around 1296, and try to reclaim the previous range. So that's why I mentioned last week and the week before. I recommend to try to play it in price action at the smaller time frame. So when the price stops somewhere, it will range, and then you can enter on the smaller time frame to reduce the risk. And even another one is also possible: straight gain, retest, and try to push higher, but that's more unlikely. It will probably lead to a more pullback. So either 1410, 1350, or 1296. Yeah. Okay. So that's the plan for Ethereum the coming days. From Ethereum, we will go to Auto versus USDT. I will start at the weekly chart. It was around May 21, 4,383. So what is important for now, I will draw in some levels. Yeah, the previous bottom around March. Oh, this early February. Okay. If we manage to enter the previous range, then we can expect a push until 719. Okay. Daily time frame. Yeah. Okay, let's find an entry. Interesting point. Okay. Low, high, high, low, high, high. So we can try to enter. Okay, let me check the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, okay. On the 4-hour, we lost this area, which brought us all the way until 383 and even higher for 420 area. And now it's trying to find support somewhere, so probably another pullback. Now let me change to the daily time frame. So these are rejections. So I would say an aggressive entry around 253 and try to break the 383 area, or the more defensive entry, and that is around 235. I think that's the safest play. And I try to break the current 383 level, and if we manage to break it, so if we manage to break it, then you can try to enter on the pullback for the push, yeah, to between 520 or 609, and then even higher till the 719 area. Yeah. Okay. I think that's nice. And from auto, we will go to ADIDAS. And let me start at the monthly chart. See what we can find. So we had a few red months here. And it did try to find support. You see how clean the level is here. And that's 93.40. It goes all the way back until the top of 2014. And that's how it works. Okay. Okay. On the weekly time frame, this was the last drop-off point, and that's the 175 area, which brought us all the way down until $93 area. And from 93 we tried to climb up. We made a low and high and higher low and a higher high, and now we will try to continue this construction. So another higher low will be very nice. And let's see if we can find something. Let's find an entry. Interesting area. Okay. This is daily time frame, and okay, let me change to the 4 hours, see if I can find something here. I will change to an hour. Yeah, I will remove this one. Now to 15 minutes. Oh. Hey, what's going on? Okay. The chart is not working well. Okay. Yeah. So let's go back to the weekly. Yeah, very clean, you see. Okay, the volume is here. Okay. Let me draw in some scenarios. I would say this is a nice entry around 118.30 and try to break the 163. Yeah. And if somehow we manage to hold higher and try to go for the 203 area, then you can enter on the pullback, either 163 or lower. But the more defensive entry here, the 118.30. I think it's very clean and nice, and that's almost 40% gains and probably higher. So also nice to cover with a stop loss, tight stop loss, so low risk, high reward, and that is what we are looking for. Okay, that was ADIDAS. From ADIDAS we will go to Ethereum versus Bitcoin. And this is the weekly chart. Okay. And what do we see on the weekly chart? A low and high, higher low, but then not an high. We see compression. So this is a failure of the last high, and then you can expect to go to this, to go back to this, to the base of the impulse. Okay. So I'll draw in some levels. Important levels for now. And from the weekly we go to the daily. Yeah. Okay. So we have gained the drop-off area, which brought us all the way here, but it's a rejection of from this point, the point 0.085 satoshis. Okay, I will change back to the weekly and draw in some scenarios. For the coming days / weeks. So either all the way back to the start of the last impulse, that is 0.0539 satoshi, and try to break the 0.085 satoshi, or we will go all the way down until 0.0302 satoshi and try to reclaim the current range. And the range, what I mean with the range is this. This is the range where we are now. And if we break the range, then we go to another range. It's like Lego, playing Lego, building blocks. So this is block, this is block, here under is a block, everywhere is a block. So if you understand the concept of building Lego, you'll be probably good in drawing some charts too. Or the other one is either we gain the range and then retest and try to break the 0.10 satoshi. Yeah, I think that's very nice. And from Ethereum versus the Bitcoin, we will go to ADOBE. And I will start at the monthly chart. I'll draw in some levels. By the way, I hope everyone is doing very nice. Yeah. The weather is still cold, it sucks in here. Hopefully it's getting warmer very soon. Yeah. Okay. And from the monthly we go to the weekly. Okay. Quite a lot of red weeks. We came from far. We came from $700 all the way back to 276. And from 276 we found support and tried to go higher. And now we currently arrived at the last drop-off point, and that is around 392. And there's a rejection for now. Okay. Okay. And from the weekly we go to the daily. Yeah. You see here also compression, extension. Okay. Still CME cap around the 212 area. The volume is probably here. Okay. Because of the rejection, I prefer to enter low, so around 311.94. Okay, I will draw in some scenarios for the coming days / weeks. I think the more defensive entry around 312 will be very nice, and try to break the current, what is it, 319.6. Yeah. Or if we manage to break, then you can enter more aggressive at 340 and try to break higher. Okay, the defensive play is around 26-27%. Very nice for a stock. Okay, that's the plan for Adobe. And from Adobe we will go to MATIC. Okay, a lot of green weeks in the last few weeks. Let me clean the chart a little bit because this will make me crazy. And I will leave the important levels for now. Okay. Also a low and high, high, low, high, high, and try to continue. And that is on the weekly chart. That's actually very nice. And what I see, if we manage to break the current $1.36 area, then we will reclaim the upper range part. This is the lower range part, and if we manage to break this, then we will come back in the upper range part, which brought us all the way until the till the all-time high around the $3 area. So that might be interesting. Okay. From the weekly I will change to the daily. Yeah, okay. I will draw in some scenarios for the coming days. I think an entry around $1 will be a nice play. And if we somehow manage to gain the $1.36 area, then you can go for even more aggressive around $1.16 and try to push $1.69. Yeah. Okay, and you can also choose for the more safer play, but no guarantee that it will be hit. And the more safer play is here around 87 cents. Yeah. Okay, so that's MATIC for the coming days. And from MATIC we will go to Bitcoin. I will make last week's chart invisible. Also, Bitcoin had a red week. Okay. So, will Bitcoin go under 21,000? Yes or no? Will it go under 21k? Yes or no? Let's check it out together. It's currently at 21,830. A red week. And we try to find support somewhere. Okay. It bounced from this top, which brought us all the way down, and it tried to find support here, but not looking strong. And I will make last week's chart visible for now. Okay, let me clean up the chart. This was the rejection of the drop of around 24,450 area. The rejection is here, very clear. So I hope you guys play a short there. I was in a short but got stopped out. I did took some profits. Yes. Okay, where will we find support? Everything is okay as long as it is above 16,520 area. But the higher the better, of course. Okay, I'll remove this one. So this one still in play, this one also still in play, and of course the middle one is also valid. I didn't draw it in, but it is valid, around 19,346. But I would recommend you to do it in play on the lower time frame. And if we manage to break it, to find support where we at now, break above the 20,400, 500, then you can enter more aggressive around 22,630 and try to go for the above the 25k, sorry, until maybe 30k. Yeah. So that was Bitcoin for the coming days. I want to thank you guys for watching this week's video. You can Please subscribe if you like this content. You can follow me on all the socials. You can find it in the banner or in the description down below. Thank you guys. Have a nice week this week and see you next week. Cheers. Bye bye.